Everyone, welcome back. Okay, so are you ready to get into it? Let's go. So, starting with God. God is love. God is everything. God is oneness. First, there was God, and just one love, one light. That's all there was. Just oneness, peace, love, God. But then God decided to extend himself, to experience having another being, and he created the Son of God, which is joined with him always, and it's spirit. So he created spirit, but it's also part of him with his love, and which sounded like a good idea. But the Son of God felt God's love, the extreme, beautiful, complete love that God felt for him and that he will always be connected to, and didn't feel worthy, didn't feel like he deserved it, felt that he was lacking in some way. Now, before we move on, I just want to say I'm using he a lot. A Course in Miracles was kind of trained me to do that. That doesn't mean there's any gender involved. God doesn't have a gender. The Son of God does not have a gender. God is one love, one, I think of it as an energy, a light, peace, creative, but it doesn't have a gender. The Son of God, even though we use the word son, does not have a gender. It's just spirit and made from God's love. Okay, continuing. Now, so the Son of God's feeling extremely guilty, doesn't feel worthy of all the love that he's receiving from God. So he tries to separate. Can't separate though. God is everything, oneness. He can't detach from God. The only thing he can do instead is to dream, fall asleep and dream that he's separated from God. That's the only way he can experience separation, even though still really not separate. Okay, so in this dream, but this dream was inspired from fear and the guilt of not being worthy. So it's not going to be a very good dream. Or at least not at first, unless we change it, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so this dream, this sleep, was made from fear and guilt and the idea of separation. And that further makes the Son of God separate more into billions of people. Remember, time doesn't really exist in the afterlife, so you might be thinking, oh, well, at first there weren't billions of people, but you know, time doesn't exist. The whole thing happened at once, okay? And we'll get to that later soon as well. Anyway, so the Son of God separated itself into billions of people because of the dream is based on separation, to experience itself as separate and to experience itself as separate from God. And because this dream is powered from guilt and fear, well, these dream characters, these guys right here, the person you are, the person I am, we're going to make some mistakes. We're going to carry that fear and guilt. And it's going to mean we're less than perfect. And that's okay, though. We'll get to that too. We're going to make some mistakes. And as you can see from the state of our world and some of the things that are happening in our world, we're definitely making some mistakes. Why are we doing that? Because we're still operating from fear and guilt. We're still having fearful thoughts. Now, you might be thinking, I didn't start a war. I didn't attack anyone. I'm not doing anything. Well, as we're going to learn, every unloving thought we have, every single one of them, even the teeniest, tiniest ones like, oh, I can't believe I have that meeting later, or, you know, I don't like the way I look today, you know, even the teeniest, tiniest ones contribute to a more fearful and attack-filled world. Anytime we attack, even just in our thoughts and even just towards ourselves, we're contributing to it. The good news is, this doesn't have to be like this forever. We can make a change, and the great news is, we have the power to do it right here, okay, with our own thoughts. You can start making a change, not just in your life, but in the whole world, just from here, just from the way you think. and always bringing yourself back. Every time you have a judgment, every time you're afraid, every time you have a feeling that doesn't feel so good, you're going to get rid of that and you're going to replace it with forgiveness and love every single time. And that is how we're going to change the world. And I'm going to get more into that in future videos. But I just want to give you a heads up. That's what I've been doing. Just really this last month, no, longer than that, I've been doing it quite a lot. But this last month or so has ramped up. Every single time I think an unloving thought, immediately I get rid of it and I replace it with love. And I'm going to teach you how to do that on a daily basis, all the time. I'm going to get there. Don't worry. I'm going to teach you because I want you to have the same experience that I've had and feel how much more joy you could feel if you do this 24/7. No holidays. No holidays. Every thought you have, every unloving thought you have, from the biggest to the smallest, you're going to replace it. You're going to get rid of it. And don't worry, we have help. And you're going to replace it and you're going to learn to think more positively. There's more theory to be learned before we get to that though, because we need to understand why it works and why our thoughts have such an effect on our lives. And we're going to get to that in future videos. I hope you keep watching and I hope to see you soon. I love you. Thank you.